Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Brian Ash, aka Handsome Fister. And my topic for today is Matt Patricia, from the head coach of the Detroit Lions. A subscriber asked me what my thoughts were on Matt Patricia. I was going to rock a Lions hat for this video, but then I realized no. So, Matt Patricia, in my opinion, will be a great coach. Will he be a great coach for the Detroit Lions? No. And let me explain. Because I don't think Matt Patricia, Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson, Barry Sanders, anybody could do anything with this franchise because of the ownership. If your ownership doesn't care, why would you? It wears on you and you stop caring. And I think that Bob Quinn will get fired if he has another poor offseason. And I also think that once they hire a new general manager, that Matt Patricia's days as a head coach in Detroit will be numbered. And on the Valenti and Foster show this week, they talk about the Lions all the time. And they were talking about, Matt Stafford and, like him not showing any energy, enthusiasm. And would you? They said no, because ownership doesn't care. Like, hand the man the keys to the organization and say, hey, Matt, this is on you. Go win this for us. But they didn't do that. All great franchises, they do the same thing. In the 70s with the Raiders, Al Davis gave the keys to John Madden and said, here, win us a championship. He won him a championship. The Steelers, they gave it to Terry Bradshaw. And they had a great defense. But they rode the Terry Bradshaw wave, and Terry Bradshaw would have games where he'd throw 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. That's just what Terry Bradshaw was. But they played good football, and they won games, and they won championships, a lot of them. The Packers gave Vince Lombardi the keys. They gave Aaron Rodgers the keys recently. They gave Brett Favre the keys, Mike Holmgren, so on and so forth. So, like, the Lions are notorious for not giving the keys to the organization to players, coaches, or anybody. And, their public relations department, their PR department, will not let the players voice their opinion. Won't let Matt Patricia voice his opinion. Won't let Matt Stafford. Won't let anybody. And those who voice their opinions are usually irrelevant players on the team. Everyone's relevant as a player on the team, because if you're good enough to make the 53-man roster, you are good enough to play in the NFL. So, I'm not taking anything away from that, but people want to hear from, like, the Calvin Johnsons, the Matt Staffords, all those type of people about what's going on, and they won't do it. The PR department won't let them. So, so my thoughts on Matt Patricia is I think he's a good coach. I think he's a great coach. He needs to learn game management a little bit. That's just part of growing. But do I think the Lions' wins and losses are on him? No. Do I think they're on Matt Stafford? Yes and no. I think their offense coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter, has overstayed his welcome in Detroit, even though he's got an awesome name, Jim Bob Cooter. But, so that he was the only dude that stayed from the old regime, and it was because of the relationship that Matt Stafford had with him, and it's not working out because they can't be dead for 3 quarters and then turn it on in the 4th quarter and expect to, go to the playoffs. And I don't think the Lions are a playoff team this year. I don't. They're not. They have one of the best wide receiver corps in the league. They finally broke that 100-yard mark. Good job. Offensive line and Kerryon Johnson. So they got pieces. They just inconsistent pieces, and a lot of that has to do with ownership. And, so Barry Sanders quit, retired, because he was tired of dealing with a losing organization. So, with that being said, Lions fans, me who's a homer, Lion fan, but I'm actually a Colts fan. We are in for more pain until Martha Ford sells the team. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for the day. Matt Patricia is a good coach. The Lions are just a bad organization. Comment, subscribe if you want me to talk about anything else sports related. I have a lot of fun talking about sports. Any music you want me to talk about, gaming, whatever. Comment below, hit the subscribe button, share it, hit the notification bell so you get updates constantly on my channel. But I really want to hear what you have to say about Matt Patricia and the Detroit Lions and about any of my other videos that I have. It's been your boy, Brian Ash, aka Handsome Fister. And I'm going to Virginia Beach.